The snickers started the moment she stepped off the bus. Her boots pressed into the gravel, her shoulders bent beneath the weight of a backpack that looked far too heavy for her frame. Cadets pointed, whispering as if the sound of their laughter could hide behind the wind. Why carry so much? They mocked. What could she possibly need inside that old beaten pack? They didn't know what she carried. They didn't know the secret stitched into its seams. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Her name was Evelyn. She had grown used to being underestimated. Quiet, observant, and steady, she rarely fought back against the small cruelties of others. But today, under the scorching afternoon sun, she could feel each laugh burrow beneath her skin. Still, she kept walking, one slow, determined step at a time. Inside her backpack was not food, not spare clothes, not the usual clutter. Inside were fragments of a mission no one else was trusted to carry. Encrypted drives, schematics, tools wrapped carefully in cloth. Classified gear that could decide the safety of those very cadets who mocked her now. And though her back ached beneath the weight, she refused to set it down. By the time she reached the training yard, the circle had formed. Cadets stood shoulder to shoulder, watching as one of the louder voices stepped forward. A tall boy with sharp eyes and an even sharper tongue. "What's in the bag, Evelyn? Rocks? Or are you just too weak to pack light?" The crowd rippled with laughter. Evelyn's throat tightened. For a fleeting second, she considered staying silent, walking past, ignoring it all. But silence had already cost her too much in life. She placed the bag gently on the ground, dust lifting in the air like smoke from a fire. Her fingers hesitated at the zipper. Her heart beat hard, louder than the jeers around her. If she opened it, everything would change. She might expose more than she should, but if she didn't, they would never understand. The zipper dragged slowly, the sound slicing through the noise. The first reveal was a black case, its surface embossed with a seal most of them had never seen before. Whispers cut through the crowd. Then came the polished metal tools, precision cut, gleaming like silver under the sun. And finally, a single device, wrapped in protective cloth, humming faintly as though alive. The yard fell silent. No laughter, no sneers. Only wide eyes and hushed breaths. One cadet muttered, That's restricted." Another stepped back as though standing too close might draw suspicion. Evelyn straightened, her voice steady now. "This isn't for me, it's for all of you. One day when it matters, this gear might be the only thing standing between us and disaster." The tall boy's jaw slackened. The arrogance that fueled his mockery dissolved, replaced by something rower, respect mixed with unease. He had laughed at her burden without knowing it was the very weight that might save his life. In that fragile silence, the moral question hung in the air. How often do we mock what we don't understand? How quickly do we dismiss others because their struggle looks strange, heavy, inconvenient? Then, as if by unspoken command, the crowd shifted. A few stepped closer, offering to help lift the pack. A quiet murmur of apology passed between them. Not in words, but in the way their hands reached forward, steadying her load. Evelyn's lips curved into the faintest smile. Not triumph, not revenge, just relief. For once the weight didn't feel like hers alone to carry. Because respect isn't given freely. It's earned in the shadows, revealed in the light. And once it appears, it lingers like a flame no ridicule can extinguish. Her story reminds us of a simple truth. Strength isn't always loud, and courage doesn't always look like victory. Sometimes it looks like carrying a backpack no one else dares to touch. Because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back. And the same weight they mocked at the start. It was the weight that taught them all what true strength looks like. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. After all, we carry these truths together.